Hello and welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new here, my name is Nee. I am an energy healer, a channel, an Akashic reader, and a quantum blueprint activator. So today I wanted to come on and talk about the eclipse. Tomorrow on the 21st of April, we have a solar eclipse in the sign of Virgo. So I wanted to spend a little bit of time talking about the differences between the solar eclipses and the lunar eclipses. For those of you who have been following my channel, I'm very much into the eclipse cycles, and I want to share all that information with you guys. So what we're in right now is a portal between eclipses. We had a full moon lunar eclipse about 2 weeks ago, and now we're having the solar eclipse version of that coming up in a day. The lunar eclipse actually came right before the 9/9 portal. That cycle was all about clearing and letting go of things, right? And this new eclipse that's coming in right now is more about setting the foundation for the next 6 months to a year going forward. This eclipse cycle in the sign of Virgo is more of an externalized energy. So just to put it in perspective, 6 months ago, we had a solar eclipse in the sign of Aries. And Aries is a very individual sign. It's more about your sense of self and a lot of things that you need to do internally. And this next solar eclipse is in the sign of Virgo, which is more about like the nuts and bolts of things, like how to put those things that we've learned over the last 6 months into action. This eclipse in Virgo is all about how you are going to take those lessons that you learned over the last 6 months and apply them into the real world. Virgo is a very analytical sign. It's very grounded. It's very matter of fact. It's very nuts and bolts. So this cycle that we're heading into now is a lot more about grounding, like everything that you've learned, all the development you've done into concrete things in the real world. So the lunar eclipses, again, are about clearing out old patterns and ending old cycles that no longer serve you. And the solar eclipses are about manifesting the next stage in your life. Like there's a 2-week window between a lunar eclipse and a solar eclipse called the eclipse portal. So that's when things really intensify in terms of like your dream time and a lot of the things that are coming up that you need to let go of in preparation for this solar eclipse, where it's more about manifesting things and putting things into motion. So it's going to be a very powerful time. And what I found in my own personal experience is usually after this eclipse in Virgo, that's when I get a lot of my stuff done. As far as working on projects or anything that's really grounded in the 3D physical space, this is the time where I typically do this. Like last year around this time was when I got a little serious about launching my business. So that's when I really dove into it, right? So like for me, it's always been like the fall and the winter time are the times where I can really focus in and get a lot of stuff done. You may also have noticed that as well. So if you have noticed that your energy shifts between the different times of the year, and it would be great to hear what you guys have to say about that. So interestingly enough, when I was talking about the significance of the eclipse from a spiritual perspective, when my one friend who was Jewish also noted that there's a big Jewish holiday coming up. I think it's Rosh Hashanah. Don't quote me on that. And it aligns with the eclipse cycle. And from what I understand is that it's a time to prepare for the next upcoming year in terms of what you want to bring into the world, what you want to manifest. So it's exactly what we do. So now here's a big question is, how do we use this energy for ourselves and our own spiritual growth and our own development, right? So the way to do that is to think about all the things that you want to now manifest in your life. The questions you should ask yourself now are, what do you want more of? What are you ready for? What's this new chapter of your life look like now that you've let go of all the things that no longer serve you, now that you've closed all these chapters? Really, so the question is, what's next? There's plenty of ways to do that. And I'm going to do a meditation or activation for you guys in a few minutes just to walk you through that process. And the peak of the eclipse is the best time to really put the intention behind those manifestations so you can bring it out into the world. So right after the eclipse is the autumn equinox. So we have the eclipse on the 21st of September, and the 22nd of September is the fall equinox. So technically these two events are converging on top of one another. So I'll talk a little bit about what the equinox is as well. Years ago, when I was first learning to work with plant medicine, I actually did my own personal ceremony on an equinox. And let me tell you, the energy sitting in an equinox is pretty intense. It literally feels like you're pulled between two different realities, basically. One is that summertime type energy, which is like fading away. And the next is the fall energy, which is a different energy. When I did that ceremony for myself, it literally felt like I was being pulled in two different directions. So the equinoxes are really powerful in that way because you're basically ending one season and you're moving into the next. And the energies between the two are very different. So that's how the equinoxes work. It's a shifting more daylight into more night. So it's a really powerful time, and the fact that the eclipse and the equinoxes are lining up with each other like a day apart is a very powerful sign there that we have a lot of energy going on. So without further ado, I'm just going to guiding you through how to manifest for the eclipse. Now, before we do that, what I'd ask you to do is maybe pause the video and just write down what you're trying to manifest in your life going forward. And write it out like as if you are living in that reality presently. So if you want to have tons of abundance, which I know a lot of people are struggling with, then you would write, I am fully abundant and wealthy beyond my wildest dreams. And that can be your affirmation for the manifestation. So again, just pause the video, write down 3 things that you are trying to manifest, and then come back. Okay, welcome back. Now, you want to take a look at the things that you wrote down. If you have the things in your mind that you're already trying to manifest, that's great too. And we're just going to go through this quick meditation. So just close your eyes. Take a few deep breaths. Breathe in nice and slow. And hold. And release. A few more times. Breathe in nice and slow. Hold. And release. And just feel yourself calming down and everything slowing down a little bit in your field. And one more time. In nice and slow. Hold. And release. And with your permission, I'm going to tap into your energetic field. And I'm just going to very gently remove any obstacles in the way of you manifesting whatever you need. Anything that's in your field right now that can go, we're just going to pull that off. And now, and bring your awareness to what you were trying to manifest earlier. And just imagine those things that you're desiring are already in your reality and you're living in that reality now. So be there now. And just allow. And just allow that vision of how your life looks with these manifestations being fulfilled. Okay? So continue to breathe and start to feel the emotions behind the manifestations and start to feel how it feels to have everything you wanted. Also start to feel in your body where you're feeling that sensation and just breathe into that. And just let it build up a charge. You really allow that vision to crystallize, allow it to solidify. You can pause the video here if you need more time. As you continue to breathe and feeling that charge build up in your body, you're just going to take one final breath, one big deep breath in, and just release everything to the ground with one big push. Good. And just feel the emptiness now. Just feel the sense of peace and sitting there for as long as you want to. And then when you come back, be in a sense of gratitude for already having achieved all the things that you want to achieve. Yeah. Good. Okay, so now I'm going to open it up to any beings, any messages that want to come through for this eclipse period. So I'm just going to open up the channel. Okay, and the Pleiadians would like to come in and say that this is a very powerful time for humanity and for Earth as well. And this particular time is a huge letting go, a huge process of shedding across all of humanity and across the world. It is a marker of some very big and important things to come for everyone on an individual and collective level. So this year in particular has been a very pivotal year in terms of letting go of things that no longer serve. And you'll continue to see structures and systems and things of that nature that no longer serve the direction of humanity beginning to fall away. They're saying this is not a reason to panic, but it's a lesson in trust and also an opportunity to celebrate. So think of everything that's happening in the world as more of a primer for greater things to come. So they also want to say that there is a lot of fear going around right now, which is being used to create more fear. And the only way to break free of that cycle is to simply see the fear on all the things going on in the world that induce fear as simply that. They're just tools and mechanisms that will create more fear to keep everyone stuck in the same cycle of fear. So the way that they're saying to combat that is through gratitude. When you're in a state of gratitude for even the simplest things around you, you can't be in fear. They're saying as much as you can to keep that frequency of gratitude and realize that the fear is really just an illusion. Anything else, Pleiadians? They always have a message of affirmation, really. So they're saying that everyone listening is on the right path. They're all doing a great job and your teams are very proud of you. So keep it up and keep going. Okay. Does anyone else want to come through? So the Arcturians want to come through. They're saying Earth is dramatically rising in frequency constantly, every minute of every day, every moment. They can see things at a very minute level. They can see the shifts that are happening, and the Earth is still ascending as well as the human consciousness. So everything is in a upward trajectory, even if it feels like things are falling apart. They're saying the vibration here on Earth is very strong, and many who are on this spiritual path are carrying the light in ways that you don't fully understand quite yet, but they're saying to just trust the process and trust that everything is working out in His divine plan. So thank you, Arcturians. Okay, I will end this with a little bit more of a healing frequency. So if you're open to a healing, just nod or say yes. And this is a grounding for the energies of the eclipse. So your manifestations can take hold a little bit better in the current reality. So if you're open to that, nod or say yes in your mind's eye. And I'll just start this off now. So this is just a Reiki energy healing transmission. So this one is coming from source. All you have to do is just sit back, relax, and be open to receive. There you go. And we're just grounding in the frequencies of the eclipse portal. They can be some pretty intense energy. So we're just bringing some stability into your field now. And the guides are saying more of that frequency of gratitude. So your manifestations can come a little bit easier for you. Okay, and we're just closing up the session now. Thank you for tuning in. Very much appreciated doing this video for you today. So a couple new things here at Unified Healing. I finished my Healing Paths pages, so if you want to check those out on unifiedhealing.biz, go ahead and check it out. So the idea is that I wanted to be open to work with people of all levels, right? So if you're new to spirituality, I got you covered. We can go through whatever healing you need without getting too deep into like the spiritual concepts. If you're not so new to spirituality, but you're ready to do deeper inner work, then I can help you there. And then for people who are a little bit more advanced, I have another healing path that's more about activating your DNA and light body and things like that. I'll start opening up your gifts if you want to learn how to channel or do energy work or anything else, then I can help you with that. So a lot of great stuff in there. So again, I will be at the Bridge Expo in Dallas on the 17th to the 19th of October. So just in under a month. So I'll be vending there. So if you're in the Dallas area and want to see me in person, that's where I'll be. So I'm very much looking forward to it. This is a conference like no other. So if you're on this awakening path, then that's a great place to be to meet those people. All the links are below. If you want to book a session with me, I do quantum hypnosis. I do Akashic Records readings. I do Vogel crystal healings. I do channel messages. And I also do spiritual life coaching. So if there's any way I can help you in your path, all the links are below. I would love to connect with you. So that is all I had for today. Have a great time with this eclipse. I hope all your manifestations come in for you. And I will see you on the next video. If you like this content, please like, share, and subscribe. It helps me reach more people. And I will see you all on the next video. Bye.